Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for February 20th to the 26th. This is for Capricorn Sun and Rising. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific with your reading. Capricorn, I do this because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Lastly, astrology, and astrology's been around for thousands of years, all right, and it's really had major influence in divination. So tarot, which came out in the 14th century, every card is assigned an astrological element, ruling planet. We go really deep when the two are combined, and they're both aligned with the tree of life. So that said, Capricorn, this week is a huge week. I think that I told you in your last reading this was going to be a big week for communication, especially because we're kicking this week off with that new moon in Pisces. Very powerful, all right? So you could be in a lot of meetings. You could have some very important discussions. You could even just be communicating your talents and exactly what you want and your desires. And what's really fueling that is that on Monday Venus is going into Aries. I love that. I love Venus and Aries, all right? Venus, a planet of love, right? The planet of everything we desire. But going into Aries, which is, very, that leadership quality. So it's having that boldness, it's having that courage to go after the things that you love, the things that you are passionate about, all your passions, all your ambitions, all your goals. So, and Mercury is very active this week, so I don't want you to hold back, all right, Capricorn? So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. See what's going on for you for February 20th to the 26th. Again, this is for Capricorn Sun and Rising. And one last thing that I'm just going to say, because a lot of people ask me about this, and I think I mentioned that in your last reading, but if I didn't, a lot of people ask. I keep getting a lot more messages about what the rising is. The rising is you should read your rising sign, okay? And the rising is, and it's so easy. You just go through. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's easier than it was in the past. All right. The rising sign is where the sun was rising on the eastern horizon when you were born, okay? And the reason why that's why it's called the rising or the ascendant. But the reason why it's important is because it's the other half of you. Now, when we read birth charts, okay, it's all those planets and all those houses. Your sun is who you are, okay? That's your sun sign, but everything that's happening in your life is based on your rising. So sometimes, if you read your horoscope, whether it's a weekly, daily, monthly, and you're just like, oh, this doesn't really resonate, it's probably because a lot of it's happening in your rising sign, okay? And what I was going to say is you can actually go to every hospital. Every hospital has a website, okay? And so you can go to the hospital you were born at, and there's somewhere there will be a link that says retrieve your birth certificate, and you get it. And then, we live in an age of instant gratification. Plug in your birth time, place of birth, and boom, there you go. There's so much like websites you can do that, and you have your birth chart, and it's your unique fingerprint. It's no one else has your birth chart. So Capricorn, let's get started with your reading. Remember to read your rising. So Capricorn, I love this. It is going to be a big week. All right, it is going to be a really big week. Now, Ace of Cups, let's get started. I love this, okay? So it looks like, there was from your last reading, there was like a moment, there was something that may have happened, but it was, the best thing for you. You were moving forward, and then look, you got the Ace of Cups, okay? We call this the heart of the tarot. That's how important and significant this is, and that's how much love there is here, right? Cups is all about emotions, and you can see that cup is completely overflowing with water, right? Emotions, right? And so this is really great, okay? And I usually say, think about that time. There could have been something that happened recently that brought you a lot of joy, to the point where you cried, tears of joy. It's almost like this card is very rapturous, right? It has that rapturous feeling of euphoria, all right? All your senses fulfilled. Remember that. Now, look at where that's brought us. Queen of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, okay? This is you, Capricorn. This is you. I love this. I love the synchronicity here. Queen of Pentacles is very good, and you can even see. I don't even know if you can. Let me see if you can see this. Sorry, I just really bumped the table there. You can see the goat, okay, and her throne, okay, and y'all are the sea goat. I'm turned on my light while I was doing that too because that was off. Queen of Pentacles, very maternal energy, the richest queen, but she's, she's a type of queen that, first of all queens, their energies are internal, okay, all their powers are internal, so she's very maternal, as in like, if there's someone in her kingdom, in her world, in her empire that needs something, she'll take care of them. Okay? She's, very different from the Queen of Cups, but she's in terms of like, if you, hey, like, are you short on rent? Let me help you out here. You need food? Let me get you. I got that for you. Okay? You need a private island? Done. Bring me the contract. Do you know what I mean? Because she is the richest queen, right? But also, I'm going to point something out. There's a lot. You see the little bunny rabbit in the corner here? And so, a lot of fertility and growth with this too. I love this for you. All right. I love this for you. This is so much wealth. All right. And when I say wealth, sure, you could be doing really well right now in terms of money. Wealth comes in all forms though, okay? Wealth comes in like wealth and, family, wealth and career, just, feeling that wealth, all right? And so I really love that. I honestly, this is great. It's almost like you're in a place right now where you're starting to build the world that you want, the world that you perceive. It's like you know it now. Now, you got the Queen of Wands in your challenge area, and I call it the breakthrough area, okay? And so it's what's really crossing the Queen of Pentacles, and it's the Queen of Wands. So it's really interesting. It's a showdown between these two queens. Now, this queen, very popular, very charismatic, okay? Really on it. She can get whatever she wants. Like I always say, think of, Nicole Kidman walking into a room. She can get whatever she wants, right? That's this queen, okay? Now, it seems like there is someone who has that powerful, ability, someone who is very popular, who could be kind of like in the way, and it could be someone that's really, what is it, stealing your thunder this week. I'm not getting an energy of like, red flag, watch out, but it's just more, someone could be getting a little bit more attention from you, but it's not even a thing where like you're fine because like you're the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And so that is you. That is a Capricorn card. Queen of Wands. The other thing I was going to say, another message that is coming through, you're in a good place now, and there is, when the Queen of Wands comes up in the challenge area, especially challenging the Queen of Pentacles here, this week, I don't even know how to explain this. It's not self-sabotage, but it's like that kind of, okay, here's the thing. Do you remember the movie Mean Girls? The character Regina George, how she was like really nice to you in the face, but like not so nice behind the scenes. Okay, that's that energy. Okay, so try to avoid doing that this week. All right, I can't believe I just made a reference to Mean Girls, but Page of Pentacles, I love this. This is your second pentacle, okay, within the court cards, and this is in your crown. I love that. Again, this is very earthbound. All the pentacles are earthbound, by the way, and you being an earth sign, it resonates with you. And so the page is earth as well. This is double earth, very grounded, all right? So it looks like there is something new that has come in for you, or something that you want to learn, something new. And it could do with monetizing. Sure, it's the pentacles. It could be to do with, building your wealth in some form or fashion. But at the end of the day, it's just taking that time to educate yourself on it, learn about it, and really just grow from there. Because of, the Page of Pentacles eventually wants to be, the King of Pentacles, right? And so it's really, the pages are very young, but they're still in the royal court. They hold a lot of power, all right? A lot of new energy, a lot of new beginnings, all right? And some of y'all are thinking about that, okay? You could be thinking about starting a business. You could be thinking about starting a new career. You could be thinking about maybe maybe I want to, bring this into my life, like, maybe even a child or a new job. Because remember, again, the Pentacles are earthbound, so it's our physical reality as well. You did get the Eight of Wands. That is the card that just kind of flashed up. I love that. I love that. So this is definitely significant. This is the only card where there's no figure, there's no person, there's no. It's just eight wands zipping through the air, and so there's a lot of eagerness with this card. There's a lot of enthusiasm. There's a lot of just like things are moving at a quick pace, and for some of y'all, you could feel that. You could feel that things are moving really fast, especially with Mars and Gemini right now. Remember, that's in your 6th house. Okay, Mars, a planet of action. All right, and then Gemini, communication, and again, Mercury is Gemini's ruling planet, so there's a lot of communication happening this week. Okay, and remember, taking charge, going fast, going toward not letting anything hold you back from pursuing the things that you want. All right, I really love that energy for you. The other thing is, some of y'all are traveling. Do you know that, Capricorn? Some of y'all may be going on some trips. That was something that came up last week. Yeah, there's some travel, okay? Could be, maybe going, sibling energy was there, but you could be going on trips. You could be planning some trips, but at the end of the day, this is such a good, just go with the flow, go with it. Things could be moving really fast for you, faster than they were in the past, because the beginning of the year, even which was last month, there was kind of like quicksand energy a little bit, right? Now, speaking of Capricorn, you got the devil in your future, okay? This card is ruled by Capricorn. All right. Now, here's the thing, Capricorn. I don't want you to be like freaked out about that. The devil, it's just saying there is going to be something that comes up this week. All right, where it's something that could be tempting you. I say the devil's like a trap. It's a test, okay? And it could be, the big message is it's something that's tempting you to go back to something from the past. But you want to move forward now, okay? And the devil is everything that you would think that the devil represents, right? Vices, bad behaviors, even the ways that you think. Addiction is a big thing. Drugs and alcohol is the most cliche, but addictions come in a lot of forms. It's like if you're binging like The Witcher all day for days on end, that is an addiction because you're not getting anything done. All right, so this is just, again, just kind of like that heads up. There could be something that can tempt you to fall into this trap. You don't have to, all right? You don't have to, and we're even going to clarify that. Yeah, it's going to have to do with a decision. And interestingly, well, here's the interesting thing. Yeah, this is definitely about going back to the past, okay? Because remember, you did pull the 5 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread last week. And so let's cut that now. Let's cut that cord. And look, you got the Queen of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. You have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. Again, it's like you have all these great cards, and now in your future, you did get the Two of Pentacles, okay? And so there could be, if you fall into this trap, it could bring a little bit of like that imbalance in your, in your, within your orbit. But there you go. Okay. Capricorn, your readings have been really involved. Don't go back to old ways. This is all it's saying, okay? And look, clarified. You got a third queen. You got a third queen. You got the Queen of Cups. You listen, I told you that the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who is, she's a provider, she's a protector, she takes care of people, especially in terms of making sure that they're happy and taken care of financially, right? And in terms of wealth and, that well-being for them. This is someone who just has so much heart. She takes care of people too, but this is someone who is a little bit more psychic, a little bit more intuitive than the Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is all of it. She's grounded. This one is just, this is all here. This is all here. Queen of Pentacles is all heart. All heart. She leads with her heart, okay? And she is very, very intuitive, very, very psychic. I mean, okay, so how do I explain this? So the queens and the cups, right? Water. And then you do see the water here. When I say very, and the water signs are very intuitive and they're very emotional, okay? And so you're going to be in a place where you are very intuitive, where you do feel very intuitive, where you finally trust your gut, where you finally know you're sitting in that throne. And look at the sequence here, okay? You are going to be, it's not only love for everyone in your world, but self-love too, big time, huge, huge. So you see the sequence a lot. It's the messages. Don't go back to something that was just that thing that happened in the past, but and that's if it's a lot of it is having that care, because one thing that I say is, you see in this card with the devil, you see the two people chained to the devil. Well, those chains are loose, so you can break free. All right, now in order to break free, you have to be aware of the chains, so you have to be aware of what the situation is. All right, in order to be aware of what the situation is and to break free from the chains, you have to care. All right, you have to care. Again, it could bring that imbalance to your world, especially if you have a decision to make. There could be a decision that, just being in a situation where it's a lot of different responsibilities, a lot of different things. There could be a lot of feeling a bit of like chaotic but calm chaos, right? Nothing like crazy. But then remember, the Five of Pentacles is feeling, that abandonment and loss and, just outcasty feeling, right? But hey, once you move past that, you are sitting in that throne, Capricorn. You are sitting in that throne. And let me remind you, you've got 3 queens. I know one came in your challenge area, but it's still 3 queens, okay? And that counts as long as you're not Regina George, okay? Be the, Stephen Hawking, he was a Capricorn, right? I know that I bring up, I love doing that, just to give you an idea of like, Capricorns, you're cardinal signs. You're the leaders. You head in the game, very grounded. Elvis Presley was a Capricorn. Listen, let's get to your stuff. Capricorn, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments if you're new to my channel. I also, if you are new to my channel, I do leave all the key astrological dates if you want to follow along. And then if you are a subscriber, I love you so much. Thanks so much for being here. You really make my day. Capricorn, look at this. All right. So it looks like there is a lot of you are moving into this, I would say it's almost like a crossroads, right? It's almost like half of you want to stick with something, and there's another half of you that wants to do something else. All right. Now here, you did get the 4 of Pentacles, which is great because you are looking for that stability. All right. You are looking, especially when it comes to money too, finances, right? But again, earthbound. And so 4 really is order. It is stability. It is, bringing that structure, and it's great that this came up. All right, just remember to stay grounded because that's who you are. All right, Capricorn, just remember to stay grounded, and I think that you'll be fine because you did get the Page of Pentacles in your crown. All this energy with the 4 of the 4 Pentacles in the first card of your staff. It really is just saying that maybe something that is that's kind of like what you're really seeking, right? Stability, all right? And some structure, again, finances, putting out a plan, all right? Really just thinking about your, future now. And we're talking, long term. We're not thinking like next few months, like build that structure. Now, you also got the Seven of Pentacles, all right, in your external factors area. Very interesting because this is showing that you've worked really hard to get to this point where you are now. And again, like I said earlier, that there's half of y'all that want to stick back or stay with something, okay, or go back to something from the past, and then there's some of y'all that want to bring this new thing in, and this is your affirmation here because you can see that he's worked really hard to get where he's at. He's taking a little break, okay, and so it could be sometimes some of y'all may be a little frustrated the things that you want it's not coming sooner, but then there's some of y'all who are just actually rethinking your path, like, is this a path that I want to be on, right? And if it is a path that you want to be on, how do I elevate that? How do I ascend, right? Is it, going from dating to becoming steady? Is that going steady? Or getting a new job title at work, or if you're a business owner, opening a second business, or even just maybe starting something new, right? There's so many people that do that, like actors or chefs or whatever. Like that's they at any point in your life, sometimes you have a different calling, but this is just saying that you may be in a place where you may be considering a little bit of that, or if you're not, maybe you might want to think about, is there something that you've really, really wanted to do? Open that passion up, all right? Now, you did get the Three of Wands, all right? So it looks like you are seriously, like, really ready to move forward, all right? I do call this the green light card. It's very Aries, by the way. Which is that, remember I said Venus is in Aries, okay? This was going into Aries this week, and so it's that drive, right? That courage to go out there and to go pursue your passions, your goals, love it, like relationships and things that you love. Here's the thing, back in the 14th century, they didn't have iPads, they didn't have Hulu and Netflix. It was a big deal to leave your little, tribe and go explore the world, all right? Go explore the things that you're passionate about. Go out there and meet new people. And it looks like that's what you want to do, okay? It looks like that's what you want to do, all right? Now, lastly, you got the Three of Pentacles in your final outcome. And so it looks like that, one thing, if you're not already, it looks like there may be some people that you're going to be working with, all right? There's, I say teamwork makes the dream work, and that's what this card is. Three is all about growth and advancement, but it's also creation. And you can see that this stonemason here is building this cathedral. He can't do that without the architects, okay? So a lot of collaborative energy, a lot of bonding energy, okay? I really love that, all right? Now, clarified. Boom. You're good, Capricorn. Again, the biggest pentacle in the deck, and money and wealth coming through. The Hand of Spirit bringing it, all right? So you're getting this opportunity. This is in your final outcome, okay? You're getting this new opportunity. Aces bring in new opportunities, new beginnings, changes, and it's very auspicious. You do see the golden pathway here, and the little archway. That kind of is the gateway to this next chapter, all right? So know that you have a lot of abundance, okay? It's out there, okay? Just go for it, all right? And it looks like that, working with other people at this time is really going to help that bring that, all right? Because remember, you got the card of teamwork and bonding, just working with other people, that collaborative energy. I really love that for you. So Capricorn, you're amazing. You're amazing. Look at all these pentacles. Look at all these pentacles. You're amazing. Capricorn, You're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Next month is a big month, all right? March is the biggest month of 2023. I think I said that in your last reading, but stay tuned for that next week. And again, if you're new to my channel, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments. I am just looking at the camera. My hair looks really crazy. And I think that guy that just walked by the window saw it too. He's like, what? If you're a subscriber, I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. All right, bye bye.